Tonight's caller says she agrees with everything Kevin Samuels teaches, but believes men aren't holding each other accountable. Sounds reasonable at first, until the conversation turns personal. Because once Kevin starts asking simple questions about marriage, leadership, and raising sons without fathers in the home, the discussion quickly shifts from opinions to accountability. And that's where things get uncomfortable. This isn't just about dating anymore. This call exposes the reality behind modern relationships, single motherhood, and why so many people blame outcomes without looking at the decisions that created them.
The issue is,
First off, how old are you?
I'm 35.
All right. Go ahead.
My issue, I agree with everything that you're saying. You're absolutely correct. But my issue is, a lot of you men do not hold each other accountable. Just like I know a lot of us.
Ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Are you about to ask me to have some balance?
No, I'm not asking you that.
Okay.
I absolutely.
Men have been held accountable. Men get held accountable for our actions since at the dawn of time.
You're right.
So please get on to the real issue.
That's my real issue, though. Like, I feel like a lot of us.
Who holds women accountable?
Men.
No, because if men held women accountable and you listen, men wouldn't be having the gripes and complaints they have. You're
right, but at the same time,
I know. Okay, let me ask. So here's a question: What do men say they want a woman's weight to be? They say they want them to be overweight, in shape, or fit. What?
I agree with all that. I think that we should all be in shape.
I said, no. You want to split it into genders. Men want women who are fit, but yet in our community, 80% of the women are overweight and 80% of that are obese. No one holds women accountable for their weight. Women got children out of wedlock. Ma'am, that's a fact that you cannot get around. How many women on this show tonight have been 200 plus pounds?
Okay, but what man?
So who's holding women accountable?
I'm sorry, but who is going to get liposuction?
No. What the French toast? Liposuction is called push away from the table, drink water, eat vegetables, and exercise like a liposuction. I know, but no, ma'am, it's called exercise. It is called exercise.
You're absolutely
See
right.
What I mean? See what I mean? I said, who's going to hold women accountable? And who's going to go get liposuction? You wouldn't need liposuction if you didn't allow yourself to get 200 some odd pounds. Who's holding you accountable?
Right,
exactly.
And I agree with everything that you're saying, Kevin, but I think that men should. You guys are the leaders. You guys are the ones that.
Where's your husband?
I don't have one.
Then who's leading you?
I'm leading myself right
now. Then, okay, listen. If we're the leaders, tell me the man in your life that you're following.
I'm following myself.
Exactly. Like most women today, no one's leading and you say we're the leaders. You're only listen.
I'm leading. Listen. To be honest with you, Kevin.
No. You're not going to talk over me. Because I'm leading this show. You women come in here talking about men are the leaders and you're not under anybody's goddamn leadership. Now, ma'am, you can unmute yourself, but you will not talk over me.
Sorry, my phone is dying. I didn't need to mute you.
No, I muted you because you were talking over me, and that is unacceptable.
Absolutely.
Man, men are the leaders. But how can a man lead if women are not following?
Can I speak?
Yes. You said you're not married. I said, who's leading you? You said you're leading yourself.
Yes. You're right, because I mean, you're right on saying the reason why I'm leading myself is because, honestly, let's be honest, most of us are leading ourselves. Like, we're leading our,
You have any children?
Yes.
How many?
I have one.
Boy or girl?
I have a boy.
God bless. So you
Thank
think
you. Absolutely.
no. So I mean, so you think a woman who's not under the leadership of any man is capable and qualified of leading a boy into masculine manhood?
No, I absolutely think it's a hard job.
No,
Absolutely.
I asked you, is it okay? And the reason so many of our boys are so soft today is because so many women are like yourself, not under anyone's leadership. Why didn't you marry his father?
But do you think that was
Why
my
didn't you marry his
decision?
father? Yes, it's your problem. Yep, it's your problem.
No,
Why didn't
it's
you marry
my
his father?
problem.
Why didn't you marry his
Absolutely.
father?
I didn't marry his father. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. That was my decision. I was younger at that time, and that's still not.
Why didn't you marry his father?
I didn't want him,
But you had a baby with him. See
but
what?
I had an abortion the first
I don't
time.
give it. No, man. No. Listen.
No, I'm gonna tell
This
you
is
that you want the truth or not.
no. This is the problem. See, you're a woman outside of anybody's leadership. You didn't marry a father. You married. You had a baby before you had a wedding. That's already a problem. Then he wanted to marry you. You didn't want to marry him. And then you're trying to raise a boy. And then you're going to question why men are what they are. Because women like you make the very men you complain about.
Absolutely.
So don't ask me about why men aren't holding men accountable when this all starts with women like you.
Absolutely. I allowed it. I absolutely agree with that.
But your question came in, ma'am, asking why don't men do something? And men can't do anything with unruly women. You're unruly.
I get that, but I don't feel like I'm unruly though. I
Ma'am,
feel like
you're not under anybody's leadership. You're not
because
married.
of my decision though. Is that my
decision?
decision?
I asked you why you did not marry his father. You said you did not want to. That's your decision. I listened very well, but you decided to do something and bring a boy child into this world, and he's not under a male leadership. You're not under any leadership, and you are going to likely create the same thing you were going to complain about at the beginning. And that's the problem. This is a cycle over and over again. How do you fix it? Get up under somebody's leadership. Submit. Stop being so masculine.
But I don't think that that's my problem. I don't have a problem.
Oh, really? Huh. So if I asked the right. So why didn't you marry his father again?
Okay. I didn't make the best decision.
Why didn't you marry his father again?
Though. I never blamed
Why
him.
didn't you marry his father again?
Because I made a bad decision.
What does that mean?
That means that I wasn't going to have.
He wanted to marry you?
Yeah, he's still.
And you did not marry him.
No, I made a bad decision.
Right. No.
I did.
He wanted to marry you.
My son.
He wanted to marry you. You did not want to marry him, but you decided to have a baby. See,
yes,
let me explain. Listen. Listen.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Women today, becoming a mother is far less of a decision than becoming getting married. That's the problem. You have women who are quicker to have a baby than become a wife. That is fucking insane. Becoming somebody's wife is a big deal, but becoming somebody's mother is no big deal.
I'd never thought that.
But you're moving that way.
I know. All right, ma'am. That way.
Ma'am, but the net of it is you create the very men you have an issue with.
Absolutely.
And it's your responsibility, not the men. Women are the first teachers of culture. You're under no male leadership. You're following no man. And I'm sorry, based upon this call, This is who you are. And who is going to try to fight you for control of your household and that boy? They will say, she's for the streets and keep it moving. And there'll be another boy floating around out here without any masculine leadership because his mother is too headstrong, hard-headed, masculine.
You feel like I'm masculine?
Look in the comment section after this video is over and listen to what the men say. Hell yeah, you're masculine.
I'm sorry, I can't deal with half the men.
I'm sorry. Obviously you can't deal, and that's the problem. You can't deal with them because they're telling you about yourself and you don't want to listen. The men aren't the problem, man. It's like that smoke alarm beeping. That is a single woman tell. Because see, men wouldn't allow that shit to keep beeping. Men don't allow that shit to keep beeping. You masculine ass women allow smoke alarms to beep incessantly. So you can't handle men. No, you can't handle men telling you about yourself. But understand something. The men you don't seem to like, I hope to God's sake you don't raise another punk. But masculine women tend to raise punks. You muted yourself. Unmute. Who is his mentor? Where's the male energy in his life? Nobody. I don't believe it. Can't make this shit up. $10 billion in black hair care. $10 billion. Take $9 billion of it and put it into your black sons. Not athletics. They're academics. Science, engineering, technology, math, skilled trades. You love your son? Show it. Take it off your nails, take it off your head, and put it in your boy.
And that right there is the conversation a lot of people don't want to have, because accountability sounds good when it's aimed outward, but it feels completely different when the spotlight turns back on us. Everybody wants leadership. Everybody wants better men, better relationships, better outcomes. But very few people stop and ask whether their own decisions helped create the situation they're now complaining about. What you just watched wasn't really about men versus women. It was about responsibility. It was about choices made years earlier, showing up later in life, demanding answers. Because the truth is, relationships don't fall apart overnight. Families don't struggle overnight. These outcomes are built slowly through decisions people convince themselves don't matter in the moment. And when reality finally catches up, suddenly everybody wants solutions without revisiting the decisions that started everything. And that's why conversations like this hit so hard. Nobody likes hearing that leadership requires followership. Nobody likes hearing that raising strong men requires structure, discipline, and masculine guidance. But ignoring uncomfortable truths doesn't change outcomes. It just guarantees the same cycle repeats again and again. You can't demand order while rejecting the responsibility that creates it. The bigger message here is simple. Accountability isn't punishment, it's clarity. Once you understand how choices shape results, you actually gain control over your future instead of blaming circumstances, society, or the opposite gender. And whether people agree with Kevin or not, these discussions force people to confront realities they normally avoid. At the end of the day, everybody wants love, stability, respect, and partnership. But those things don't come from opinions or feelings alone. They come from preparation, discipline, and honest self-reflection. And sometimes the hardest conversations are the ones that push people closest to growth. If this conversation made you think, drop your thoughts in the comments. Keep it respectful, keep it real, and let's talk about it. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next discussion, because these conversations aren't getting easier anytime soon. I'll see you in the next one.